Rolex revealed a new titanium, oh yes, titanium professional model. And the watch community? Well, they didn't even notice. Until now. Hey watch fans, this is Nick and you're watching Awristocrat. While the watch community was focused on the Rolex ADs, wait lists, fake or not, and how unfair the game is, Rolex slipped a new prototype watch right under our noses, made of titanium, and it was actually seen in public. This is not the first time that Rolex has used titanium. For those that are familiar with the brand, you know that Rolex used it on the Sea Dweller line. But what seems to be different about this prototype is that the case of the watch was made of titanium. So whether you're a fan of titanium or not, this new professional model could become part of the Rolex catalog. The new Titanium Rolex was first spotted by Captain Danny Crivello of RolexMagazine.com on the wrist of legendary sailor Sir Ben Ainslie. A link to the full article is in the description below. The watch that was seen on Ainslie's wrist was the Rolex Yachtmaster. And while seeing a Rolex Yachtmaster on a sailor's wrist is hardly newsworthy, what made this particular sighting noteworthy were a few distinguishing characteristics. First, the watch didn't have the luster and shine normally exhibited by 904L steel or white gold, which naturally leads one to believe that an alternative metal was used. Judging by the photos, one can lean in the direction of titanium. Of course, if the watch makes the Rolex catalog, I can almost guarantee that the material will have some Rolex specific name, as Rolex likes to use on all their products. Secondly, the watch seen and photographed by RolexMagazine.com was lacking the date complication, which is certainly a departure from the Yachtmaster that is in the current Rolex catalog. Lastly, the watch, as you can see, is attached to his wrist on something other than a metal bracelet or rubber strap, which is again what we're used to seeing from the current iteration of the Yachtmaster. From the pictures, it seems that the watch is attached to his wrist by a NATO-like strap with a buckle and or Velcro. Here is where things get interesting. In an article by theweek.co.uk, link to it is in the description below, Sir Ben Ainslie says, and I quote, "The team at Rolex has been incredibly thoughtful by giving me a Titanium Yachtmaster 42, he says. I'm extremely honored to have it. Plus, from a performance perspective, every little bit of weight that we could save helps us go faster with the boat." This little bit lets us know that the leak was intentional on part of Rolex, which could mean one of two things. Rolex made this one-of-a-kind watch specifically for Sir Ben Ainslie, or two, that they are exploring the possibility of making titanium watches and are field testing them, which in many ways fits with the brand's image as a maker of purpose-built watches, which would also further expand and enhance their existing line of professional models with lighter and more durable models without sacrificing the iconic design associated with the brand. And it's in line with their philosophy of incremental updates. Well, will this titanium Rolex Yachtmaster prototype make the catalog? I don't know. What are your thoughts on it? Would you like to see it sold? And if so, would you buy it? Please let me know in the comments below. I do read them all. Unfortunately, due to time constraints, I'm unable to answer every single one of them as much as I'd like to. Well, that's it for now. Thank you for joining me. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It really helps the channel to continue to provide content that is informative and entertaining. Thank you again, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.